Hey everybody, my name's Sam Malcolm, and I am a professional comedian and juggler, and today I am here to perform for you, live, on this screen. Now, it's a little bit smaller than some of my other stages, but what counts is that you're here watching and I can give you a great show. I'm a comedian, I travel all over the planet, I've been to Canada, I've been to Texas, that's about it. But today, I'm here to talk to you about juggling. I love juggling. Juggling is one of my favorite things. It's a huge passion of mine to be able to share juggling with people just like you. And I want to show you some of my favorite juggling tricks, and hopefully, you'll even be inspired to learn how to juggle. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey there, Sam. I just wanted to tell everybody that I'm also doing a juggling tutorial as well, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, that sounds great, a juggling tutorial.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Excellent, I can't wait to see it.
Have a great time with your show. I'll see you later.
Thank you. All right, so I think I should start off with just a little bit of a warm-up for all of you. Just to get things started, just don't want to overwhelm you with too much really big stuff. Let's start off with something really simple, and that's 3 balls. Now, the balls I use, these are called Russian balls. They're filled with sand, which is cool because they give you a nice little sound effect. Now, I learned how to juggle a long time ago. And when I started juggling, I really wanted to be in the circus. And some of you might have even seen me in a circus. I don't know if anybody here has heard of Cirque du Soleil, but I toured with a different show. Anyway, I learned how to juggle so I could be in the circus. Or rather, I decided I wanted to get really good at juggling so I could be in the circus. And along the way, I learned lots of cool tricks. I'm gonna start off with this one. I'll throw one up in the air, I'll spin around in a circle, and I'll catch it. It goes like this. Pretty cool, right? But I can make it even better, see, because I can throw both of them up, 2 of them. 2 in the air, spin around, catch them both. Hey, that's pretty cool, right? All right, but I gotta give you the best that I got. So check this out. I'm gonna throw all 3 of these into the air, spin around, catch them all. Hey, look at that. Pretty cool, right? And that's just the first trick, the warm-up, if you will. I've actually been juggling so long, I've learned a lot of really cool stuff. Check it out. So I learned these ones. This is called the claw. That's a really cool one. I like this one a lot though, where you throw them behind your head. I even learned how to do them behind the back. I could do them some with my arms crossed. And a personal favorite I'll share with all of you today, the juggler's secret. Okay, fine, I'll show you. Three balls, pretty cool, right? But here's the thing. I've actually been a juggler for a very long time. And one of the things that I learned as a juggler is that people want you to be as best as you can be. And what I mean by that is, even now, some of you just watched me juggle 3 balls and you thought, can you do 4? Well, you're in luck. Because here's a 4th ball. And 4 balls looks a little something like this. All right, and I could even do it one after another. You do it really low. But my heart was never really in 4 balls. I always wanted to achieve more. I wanted to do better. Which is why I learned how to do 5 balls. Now 5 balls took lots of work, years of dedication, but I actually got good enough that I could even learn a couple tricks over the heads. Pretty cool, right? There's actually a lot of really flashy stuff you could do with 5. Gotta be careful when you get a low ceiling. But I want to give you the best juggling I can. What I mean by that is I don't want to just stop at 5 to start this show. No. I'm going to show you the most balls ever juggled inside of my living room. I'm going to juggle 6 balls. All right. Hopefully I can get this on the first try, because if I can't, I'll have to edit the video. 6 balls is actually pretty simple when you think about it. See, remember at the beginning, I juggled 3 balls? All you're doing with 6 balls is juggling 3 balls, but twice, doing 3 in each hand. Looks like this. That's right, 6 balls. Right. So that's just a little bit of juggling, and before we continue, I just wanted to give a big thank you to what makes juggling possible, and that is gravity. You see, gravity is the thing holding us here on the earth. When I jump up, I always come down. If I didn't come down, well, not only would that be a little annoying, but I wouldn't be able to juggle. I'd throw something in there, it would just keep going on forever. So let's all just take a big moment to say thanks to gravity. Thanks, gravity. All right, as I continue, there's so much more to juggling than just juggling a couple balls, right? We can do so many other cool things. For instance, one of my favorites is the ring. Now these are juggling rings. The reason these are called juggling rings is because we're just going to take a moment, if you listen. There they are. All right. Dumb jokes aside. The thing I like about the rings is actually just how versatile they are. See, there's these nice little circles. Put your head through them. You could spin them. You could flip them. You could roll them around your fingers. Roll them over your face. Or you could just juggle them, right? Now they look a little boring when you throw them like this, but I could even throw them sideways. I think that looks really pretty, right? I could even flip them. And my favorite of all, the fancy finish with the rings. That's right, rings. I love these things. But again, the thing I learned as a juggler is that you actually need to learn new stuff all the time. You can't just stop at a ball or a ring, because there's one more really big, impressive thing that everybody always wants to hear about. You're probably thinking of the bowling pins, right? They look like this? No, those aren't bowling pins. We don't juggle bowling pins usually, you know. It's a good way to get kicked out of a bowling alley. The thing jugglers use instead is clubs. Now this is a juggling club. It has this nice shape to it, and this shape means that when you throw it into the air, it flips over on itself. So this is the handle, this is the bulb. When I throw it up, it flips. Basic physics. It's heavier on this end than it is on this end. That imbalance means that it pivots right around the center. So when you throw the club up, it spins. Throw the club up, and it spins. Throw it up, and it spins. You can spin around your finger. But you don't want to just see me throwing one club, right? You want to see all 3 of them. And that looks a little something like this. Now I think these are really cool. There's lots of cool stuff you could do with them, right? Roll them over the head. Throw them over the shoulder. You can even spin them a bunch. Haha, they look real pretty too, the way they reflect the light. But one of my favorites isn't with just the clubs. You see, learning how to juggle a flipping object means you could learn so many other things. Now, what I'm about to show all of you, you have to promise me. I mean it right now. Look at your screen, promise me. You will not try at home. I do not want any of you trying what I'm about to show you today, because I'm about to switch these clubs out for something even crazier that flips around. That's right. I'm going to turn these clubs into knives. Now, what I have here are 3 razor-sharp machetes. I took these out of my kitchen, and I'm going to juggle them for you. The thing is, again, these are very, very sharp, and I am a professional juggler. I am a trained professional. I've been doing this for a very long time. So again, please do not try this at home. I will show you my favorite tricks with these 3 simple knives. And by all means, if there's anything you like, you know, if we were doing this show live, I would love it if everybody was like cheering and screaming and clapping and let me know they're just having a great time. But since, you know, I'm not here in front of you and you're not in front of me, the next best thing is if you just cheer and clap anyway. Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. You're doing awesome. Thank you. Okay, so my favorite tricks with the knives. I'm going to start with this one. I'll take this knife. I'll place it on my foot right here. Put it on my foot, just like this. Kick it into the air, catch it, and juggle. Now, if this works, it's going to be really, really impressive and cool and amazing. And if I mess up, it's going to break this window, which will be slightly less amazing. Wish me luck. Hey, look at that, we got it. That's pretty cool, right? Thank you, thank you. Now, I learned how to juggle knives from my brother. My older brother taught me how to juggle knives when I was just a little boy. About 20 years ago, my brother taught me how to juggle, and he taught me how to juggle with these knives, and he did that because he was kind of a jerk. And he didn't really know how to juggle that well either. He just kind of chased me around the yard all the time. Anyway, so I learned these tricks from my brother. He showed me this first one. It goes under the leg. All right. Under the other leg. All right. Whew. Showed me under the arm. The other arm. And finally, both arms. Yeah! So knife juggling is pretty cool stuff, but I can make it a little more impressive. However, it does make it just a little bit more dangerous. So again, don't try this at home. Here's all we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this knife, and instead of just throwing it like normal, I'm gonna roll it across my face. And to add to the suspense, I'll roll it across my other face. And now, finally, all the faces. Hey, that's pretty cool, right? All right, so here's the thing. I said I could make it better. That last one is actually, it gets a little bit harder. It doesn't look like it when you're watching on a video, but this is like one of the hardest things I've learned, because juggling is so much more than just throwing stuff. So check this out. Throwing turns into balancing. Look at that. Got the knife balanced on my face to make it a little harder. Get a little lower. Okay. Now the hardest part. So when I stand up, I'll attempt to drop this knife down and keep juggling. All right, yes, thank you. Thank you, please contain your applause. But that was pretty cool, right? Yeah, balancing is actually juggling as well. Just, you know, it's not what people expect. And I'll take a quick break from the knives to show you that too, right? So look, I'll turn the knives back into a club. And if you want to practice this, you can go ahead and try it with like a broom or something. But all you're going to do is you're going to take your broom or your club or your baseball bat or whatever it is, you're going to place it on your hand and you're going to look at the very top right here. And look, my hand's flat, right? My hand's flat. I'm just going to balance it with your hand. Keep it right there. So that's all I'm doing with the knife on my face, except I'm doing it with my face. So the same thing applies. You place it on your chin, your nose, your forehead, and you look at the very top, right? Now, this took me a long time to learn, but with a little bit of practice you can get this too. All right, pretty cool, right? Okay, so let's get back to the juggling, right? Okay, good. Got the knives back. So I learned lots of cool stuff all the time, and the reason I wanted to show all you that is because I think it's actually really important to learn new stuff every day. And that doesn't just apply for juggling, that applies for everything you do in life. I try to learn new stuff all the time, and I'm going to show you some of the other stuff I've been learning lately. I'll show you with the juggling. This first one I learned from my best friend. He's a black belt in karate. Hiya! That's right, I learned that stupid joke from him. No, it is a really cool trick though. Check it out. This one is called chops. Hey, how about that, huh? Yeah, some it took me a long time to learn, but I kept trying and I figured it out. But there's other cool stuff too. See, you can't just do the dangerous stuff. Sometimes you gotta do something just because it's pretty, just because you like it. Like this one, the flourish. Yeah, but then other times you get a little tired, you know, and you just need to take a break. Like, it's so much work flipping these knives around. Just need to relax. Okay. Now, this next one I'm still learning. It's a little bit harder. To do it, I gotta get a little bit lower again. And I might mess up, but that's okay, because one of the things about learning new stuff is that you're gonna mess up, and that's all right. I hope I don't mess up with these, but you gotta understand, you gotta make mistakes sometimes. So, let's try it. I'll throw the knives. Over the head. Yeah. Which brings me to the last trick of this show. Aww. I've shown you my favorite tricks with the knives. I've shown you some of the cool things I could do with clubs and rings and balls. But the hardest one, the one that I've saved for last, is I'm going to juggle these knives behind my back. That's right. I will like to say this though. If you enjoyed this show, please, 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 please leave a comment. Say, hey, I had a great time. Let other people know that you had fun, and you had fun with me, because I love entertaining people just like you. And also, if you don't learn how to juggle, check out the tutorial video. It's awesome. All right, here it is. 3 knives behind the back. Now, I can't do it for very long, so wish me luck. Yes! All right. Hey, let's get rid of these again. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Sam Malcolm, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation for all of you today. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you at that tutorial. Have a great one. Bye!